they did damage. Whenever he walked people, they got him. And, that first inning, you think that was a couple of outs, 2-out walk, a wind-blown home run. The guy didn't hit it good. But, the next couple that were hit pretty good. It's not command, not much breaking ball. And really, the changeup, the first couple of hitters I think it was maybe the fourth inning, it looked like, he's starting to get it going a little bit. Started through a couple breaking balls, through a couple change-ups. You're thinking, okay, well, maybe, we climb back in this thing. I think we're down, 5-2 or something. And then it kind of happened again. And, then Kevin Kopps came in and promptly, I don't know, if you knew the matchups, their 2-hole hitter was hitting 444 going into the game against lefties. He was hitting 206 against right-handers, which is backwards kind of. And, 2-0 count, Kevin throws one right there, and the ball was hit over the scoreboard. Just when we were getting back up off the canvas, we just got blasted again. And, our players kept fighting, and we had runners all over the bases, and we couldn't get that bases loaded double or that 3-run homer just to kind of climb back in again. And they just kept chipping away. In the 5th and 6th, they scored two. And, it is what it is. But, just disappointed that we didn't give ourselves a little better opportunity to hang in there with a good pitcher. And there were a lot of walks for both teams. And it was a really tight zone. The tightest one we've had all year. But it was the same for both teams, so we can't complain. Again, that's what the zone was, and the umpire determines it, and then we adjust to his zone. And it was tight because their guy hadn't hardly walked anybody. He walked 6, and still gets out of jams because he had good stuff. But he's a good pitcher. It was just really disappointing watching some of our older pitchers out there not be able to get outs.
You mentioned Wednesday you got to get Kopps going. What do you need to do to get him going?
I don't know. He's going to have to wait a while. He's going to have to wait a while to get back on the mound. He's going to have to go into a different role. His role may be maybe we start him in the midweek game because I don't have a lot of confidence right now to throw him out there. If we're struggling early in a game or maybe in the 8th inning it's tight, you need an out. I mean, we've got other guys we're going to have to go to until he can get it together and show us in games that he can get people out right now.
They got the big hits early with 2 outs, and you guys really weren't able to get those big hits today.
I mean, you think back just Tuesday night, it was almost the same scenario. Big 2-out hits kept jumping us for 2 here, 2 there. And today it was the same thing, 2 here, 3 there, bang, another one. And, give South Alabama credit. They came out swinging the bats, and they knew the ball was going to really travel to right, and they popped a couple out there. And, we could not come up with that big hit. We did a great job of fouling off pitches, getting their starters' pitch count up. I mean, we had it way up there early, but we couldn't get into the bullpen. He just kept getting out of jams, and credit to him.
You switched up your lineup a little bit. What did you think offensively today?
Well, they got on base. I mean, my leadoff guy, it's flip a coin right there right now. And he didn't have a good day. He hit a couple balls hard, but he didn't get on base, 0 for 6. I think Gregory is, he's trying to do too much. He's kind of an on-base guy. He's swinging at high fastballs. That's normally not something that he does. And it's good to see him hit that last ball really hard. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'll probably change it up a little bit at the top tomorrow and kind of put the game in maybe some of the older guys' hands tomorrow. Because they're the ones that play. They got to get it done and figure out a way to get a win.
First time you've thrown to Damiac or Evan Taylor this year, the way they pitched.
But they both did a really nice job. You think about Mark, he came in, he throws hard, and he got 3 outs, and we had a fairly long inning, and then we sent him back out, and he didn't have quite as good of stuff, and that'll always be what he is. I think it'll be a closer type guy, 1 inning guy, 4 or 5 out guy. You know, and then Evan Taylor came in and gave us an inning and 2/3 and, you know, threw just enough strikes. And, they only squared up maybe 1 ball on him, maybe 2, and got a strikeout or so, but it was good to see.
You addressed this just a little at the Swatters Club, but they don't look like a 200 hitting team.
No, and he, you know, I talked to Coach Calvin before the game about it. I mean, he said that, you know, he's got, you know, 3 or 4 junior, senior type guys that are back that hit right around 300 last year, and they weren't getting it done yet. But you know that's going to change. And you know they faced Vandy twice. They faced 2 really good pitchers from Gonzaga. We talked about those guys today. Those guys shut them down pretty good, and they got fortunate to come back and score 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th to win that 3rd game and win that series. And they said the left-hander just stuffed them. The righty did too for the most part. So, you know, it'll come around. Just like I think our offense is going to come around with runners in scoring position. I mean, because we had them all over the bases today. On a very hitter-friendly day, if you're looking at the weather and the wind, they took advantage of everything they got today, and we didn't.
Martin had a couple doubles, drew a couple of walks. Do you think he's kind of turned a corner offensively?
Yeah, he looks good at the plate, and you know, even there in the last inning, the bases loaded and 2-0 count. Yeah, we're down who knows how many runs. You know, I figured he'd get a good pitch 2-0. I didn't want to take the bat out of his hand. He just missed it. Hit it off the end of the bat just a little bit, and you know, just even in the losing streak, which is amazing to me because I didn't see it coming. I've seen a lot of good things that we can build off of, and you know, we've got tomorrow. That's the good thing. We don't have to wait a week to play, and we still have a chance to win this series. And so hopefully tomorrow we'll come out and even this thing up.
Last one, Matt.
To follow up on that, we were talking in the press box. You've had, I think, 3 super regional teams. They've had 5 or 6 game losing streaks. So you've seen teams through this before. You mentioned that they're doing some good things. What do they need to do to be able to get past this?
Well, you know, I don't know. We've kind of probably discussed a lot of things we need to do. On the offensive end, it's about, you know, just taking what the pitchers give you and be patient. You know, if you're struggling a little bit, you've had a bad game, you can only get 1 hit at a time, or you just get on base and do your job, let the next guy do his, and obviously timely hitting. And he usually evens up over the course of the season. So ours are starting to add up that we're going to break loose, and sooner better than later. And then on the mound, I mean, we've got to start pitching ahead, and some of the older guys got to start leading our pitching staff and you know, get us some innings. I mean, really, when you think about it, talk about Saturday's game and then the game on Tuesday night and then today, the last 3 out of 5, 3 out of 4 games, our starters haven't given us much at all. And we've had to go to the pen way too early. And then a couple of guys that are older that have been around, we give them the ball when the game's, you know, we still have a shot to win the ball game. It hasn't gone real good. So then I guess the positive thing, we've put some of these younger guys out there that have good arms. Let's see what they can do, and you know, they've done okay. So you know, maybe we can get an out or 2 with those guys in a big situation down the road.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.